the day has come, and it is right now. That day. Ow. Let me just savor the moment, because this is one of the most iconic artists of this generation. And the debut album is out. Boom! Poppy.computer. Talk about the hat game going on, making me look fucking crusty over here. Look at what I had written down for the first Poppy review. Didn't say it. Wish I had. Because Poppy has exploded since the last time I reviewed her. I'm talking late night television explosion. I'm talking a couple of freaking awards.
Hello, I'm Poppy, and the president is bad.
And a lot has changed. What would you get in bed with this artist? We're still not totally sure how old she is. That's it! We're getting to the bottom of this! Oh my God. Fucking clean towels all over the ground. No reason for this. That shit. I had a very pressing and legitimate concern that she was shifting into complete meme mode. Less artistry, more novelty. Which at first I believed was going to be the iceberg to Titanic, but after grappling with the idea and listening to the album, I actually think it to be the right move. Because in the Bubble Bath EP and the singles leading up to PC, Poppy was becoming really brutal and on the nose, to where the general public was catching on to her messages before she even had their intrigue. Do not bring my laptop into the fucking bathtub. Are you a fucking idiot? That Poppy, who I reviewed earlier, is dead. After probably a legal conversation or two, it's now just Poppy, in the videos and the songs. The persona adapted a shroud of mystique and distance, and some of the themes have died off, like her moving out at 15 and surviving alone, and the devil Illuminati shit took a backseat. Which oddly enough always seems to happen to small artists who talk about the Illuminati. They get a little bit of popularity in the mainstream, they never mention that shit ever again, who knows. Maybe it's because they realize that it's just politics and connections when they get up there. So what have we got now? Let's redefine Poppy. It's a lot more nonsensical than I thought it was gonna be.
Don't let it poke you. It's happening. Oh no. Whoa. No. No, it's the hands. Why are the hands here? Take a bow. Wow. She looks just like me.
Wow, you look like me. Wow, amazing.
A wandering, cheery, seemingly aimless, purposely unsolvable character. Her strengths were toned down, her weaknesses were complicated. What the fuck is all this? I don't mean like Dr. Seuss whimsical nonsensical, I just mean like, what the fuck is all this? Computer mannequin account that shit, there's a mannequin has a child that has an account, there's a plant with the fucking, what is all, I'm not here for this, I'm done with this. I've lost interest a while back, I stopped watching the videos. Seems like they're losing sight a little bit. Now with all this being said, welcome to BedReviews, where we have better views. Let's take a look at the fucking music. Oh yeah, I thought it'd be cute to get an actual Poppy for the video. So to my viewers who know a lot about flowers, don't fucking ruin this. It's a Poppy in everyone's mind until you say something. Alright. Let's look at big themes of the album. Interweb, Computer Boy, and Software Upgrade are playing with this theme of our losing our humanity to technology and it replacing elements of us that are sacred. Computer Boy, she's in love with a computer and calls him the man of the future. It's already taken away human jobs and making people obsolete in that sense, but could technology ever water down love? In Software Upgrade, she's dating a human and there's human error in him in the relationship because he's a human and she's like, I wish I could just fix him, wish I could just update him, which is also a disturbing concept, but it's buried under this light, cheery, fun pop song, which is another disturbing concept that plays into the concept I just mentioned. In Interweb, she adopts her role of being one with the technology. The majority of the song focuses on positive aspects. You know, you have access to information, it's thrilling, and then the bridge comes in with the loss of humanity, and Poppy says, the world feels smaller when it's at my fingers, so let's keep talking. Tell me what day is it? meaning please just talk to me, just say something to me, I just need some kind of human connection. What day it is something she can quickly look up online. That's information that she doesn't have to speak with a person for, but she's asking someone. But then it's too late, and she's consumed. The moral of that story, don't use phones. That's pretty much the only big theme here. Yeah, don't use phones. Now is a good time for me to tell you, if you're not familiar with Poppy, this is weird. It's a weird album, okay? She delivers sort of a similar appeal to K-pop, and the cringe is there too. I mean, you know, you sit at night eating microwave soup with a plastic fork, slurping it from the bowl and shit, and you listen to K-pop music alone. It happens in secret, but you don't want to ever imagine someone you know seeing you bumping this shit. Poppy speaking in metaphors and common sayings and allowing context to contort their meaning is a subtle way of maintaining an innocence that's crucial to the delivery of her messages. She's the product of her environment, and she's not self-aware, so the environment is what we look at. Computer boy is a low that I was really hoping Poppy would never stoop to. Oh, I want your floppy disk to be my hard drive. Ho-ho! Little sex thing right there. I get that it's the single and you gotta water it down some for the general public, but what the fuck is this? Some Katy Perry shit? Katy Perry takes your shit and you take Katy Perry's shit? It's not a good fucking trade. Cheap ass song on here, too fucking easy. That floppy disk line doesn't even make any damn sense. The floppy disk and a hard drive, let's say the floppy disk is his fucking penis, alright? Whatever, sure. The hard drive, it doesn't make any sense, because if anything, the floppy disk would like go into her hard drive. But she said it wants to be the hard drive. This doesn't even make any fucking sense. Who wrote this?
I wrote that.
Yeah, what, well, from... Now,
You need memory to remember things. A floppy disk is memory. A floppy disk is temporary, but a hard drive is permanent.
And then software upgrade is the same thing as Computer Boy, but it's done excellently. So why keep both of these on here? She still compares a guy to a computer, but it's like sensible lines now. And it justifies the use of a computer when you could just talk about the actual human. Because if you write it about a computer and you're actually talking about a human, there's assumed to be a reason why the computer is better to write about than the actual human, because normally you would just write about the human. The unwavering confidence built into her persona summits the appeal that makes braggadocio rap so igniting. This character is just so fucking hilarious. My eyelashes are 7 feet long. This is an exaggeration, but just for the sake of analysis, here's what that would look like. Normal babies whine and cry, but I could only sing. If you cut me, I'd bleed pink. Say my name 3 times and I will grant you every wish. Poppy, Poppy, Poppy. Oh, yes! That is fucking awesome! Anyway, get to that later. Keep reviewing this. Poppy, Poppy, Poppy. What the fuck? You have to believe, dick face. Fuck this artist! You don't get to say that. I know. So this whole song is about, I'm so flawless, I'm so perfect, I was born like this is how God made me. And we've all had that thought before about a pop star where we're like, God damn, how is she human? How is this a person? She's so perfect in every way. There's like an element of like fostered superhumanity to these pop stars, and that's what this song is targeting. That's why this is my favorite song on the album. Especially the chorus where she says, I'm bleach blonde, baby. That's just how God made me. Not everyone is born this perfect, but it's just my burden to bear. This is her natural hair. She was not born this way at all. That's the point. It was like, it's fake. It's just a lie. It's just lying to you, which is what happens. Pop stars do this. And you never would have known because they say it so confidently. And if I was not just begging for a song like this to be released that acknowledges the sense of entitlement and superiority and unearned cockiness of these fucking pop stars, it's driving me insane over here. If you watch the channel, you can tell. And this drops, and it's like, it was just like a bucket of water thrown in a desert onto you. I'm still in this desert, but now I'm wet and I'm cool for a little while, you know? That's like what that was. You're not a queen or a goddess, Katy Perry, who fucking said that shit literally straight out in a song once, by the way. Recently? You're a person just like us who lies a lot and sings into a lot of technology. You know? Just fucking stop. Just like fucking stop. The concluding track on this album is called Pop Music, and it's acoustic. Oh! Yeah, if you were gonna call a song pop music, you would use a lot of synthesized instruments, right? Not just a guitar. Poppy's lyrics are still difficult and brain-racking to try and get the correct meaning out of. Now, since I'm the fucking guy, I'm gonna tell you what it is, but take it with a grain of salt is all I'm saying, because I think there's a lot of meanings you could get out of these songs. She paints pop music as a conflicting image that you have to wrestle with and choose a side. She presents beautiful aspects of it and then shitty aspects of it. It's weird because it's tongue-in-cheek. When she says the beautiful aspects of it, she really stretches it and makes it almost sarcastic. You know, pop saves lives.
Man, I wasn't even trying to save nobody's life. I wasn't even trying to save your life. Potentially save people's lives. Man, how many lives could I really save then? Logic, you saved my life.
Might have to bust the fucking lyrics out for this one. Yeah, so pop belongs to everyone. Yeah, I mean, it's global, and later she says that it's egalitarian, which is what I mean when I say she's like stretching out the positive aspects to almost be like a childish like wonder. Pop is on the radio, and who decides? We'll never know. Somebody told me I should follow where the money goes. So that's a shitty aspect of pop music, right? The corporate side, the business stuff of it. Drive rich cars and live in some mansions, but still have heart underneath all the fashion. You know, this is what I mean when I say it's tongue-in-cheek when she presents the shitty aspects of it. It's like nothing's negative, but it's definitely negative. Pop is when you hear a song and cannot help but sing along. It's when you hate it, but you still appreciate it. Pop is when you hate it, but you still appreciate it. Y'all. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna start crying. Y'all, fuck. Y'all, fuck. If this isn't one of the hottest, I feel this so hard. You ever wonder, like, who would feature on a Poppy album? Like, what would that look like? There's one feature. It's the freaking the mannequin from the videos. What does his face say to you? Disappointed, yet can't be that mad. I mean, it's not like this was a good feature, but it wasn't fucking. Could have gone worse. I mean, it was stupid. It's the fucking mannequin. She lays backup vocals for the chorus of one of these songs.
Poppy is an object. Poppy is your best friend. Poppy will break your neck. Poppy will be your pet.
Charlotte fucking sucks. There's no melody in her voice. There's no rhythm there. She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. There's no personality in her delivery. And you know she didn't contribute to the writing. It just sounds so fucking fake and plasticky. Like, do you even believe what you're saying? This is just one of these singers that I would love to see you perform live with the microphone just singing. Because you know the amount of technology that it takes to get that voice to what it is. Your voice was created. Not a shred of talent, not an ounce of originality here. This is just fucking horrible. This is fucking awful.
Music is subjective, Bed. You cannot determine the worth of a piece of music. You cannot judge other people's hard work for a living. That is not a job. Why should your opinion be heard or revered any more than anybody else? There are no qualifications that could justify the self-righteousness exuding from each word you speak. What gives you the right to claim yourself an ambassador of the people or a medium between artists and the public? You were not elected or chosen to have power. You have arrogantly thrust yourself into the spotlight.
Charlotte, you don't know shit about music, you porcelain bitch.
There are no right answers in music, and your constant attempts to boil something as rich and endless as the beauty of music down to good or bad are disgusting. Your position in the world is worthless for these reasons.
Nope. People love me. Alright. Yeah, this looks like some fucking Klan shit. I'm not with this. Video gets demonetized for hate speech. Damn, this shit is big as shit. Fuck. Boom! Oh, there's the fucking album cover, alright? Cool, she's, okay, her hat game is better. Alright, she can't talk shit on pop stars like me. Oh wait, fuck, she can. Fuck. But she doesn't have, she's not handsome like me. Whether it's rose and teeth or not, that's what's happening here. That's why you clicked. I won't sugarcoat it, right? Think I'm talented? No. Ed, you're just talking random shit to cover up the fact that you weren't able to this. Fuck that. Fuck. Dude, this is just looks, Wall Street Journal's about to get a hold of this or something. I know it's here to serve a satirical purpose about pop music, right? But it's so electronic. At times I'll bring myself off the edge and I'm like, well, I guess it's no different than like Madonna. But other times it's definitely just overkill. It's mostly just barely excessive. Just a little too much, but it's still great, it's still stomachable. But boy, I might have to fucking be honest about this first track.
Let's sing it again.
I adore the idea of having a theme song for your character. My name is The Real Slim Shady, more recently Cry Baby. But this is just a scrambled up, mangled up fucking mess of crunchy, lo-fi, distorted 1981 computer sounds. This is like if somebody took two NES boss battle themes and just smacked them together and said, there's your lead fucking single. Here's your lead single, you bunch of fucks.
Let's sing it again.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. How's that for a common saying used in a context that contorts its meaning? Some tasteful grit is still here from Poppy's earliest experimental style. I think that's a really sweet throwback for the fans that have been here for a long time.
All the people all around wanna know. I need to sing, sing, sing. At times since it is time.
Here's a detail more often than not overlooked by artists. I really appreciate the flavor in this track list. These are interesting song titles that I wanna know what they're about. Moshi Moshi, Fuzzy, Software Upgrade, Pop Music. I wanna click on all of those and see what the heck it is. Those are not boring. It's not just like fucking Me and You, Heartbroken. Like, I don't wanna click shit like that. Love Me, Undone. I think Demi Lovato dropped an album recently. I'll just go look at that. Tell Me You Love Me, Lonely. You know, just like basic ass titles with just like common, insignificant words. You know what? Let's take a look at strong tracks off of the album. There's the track list. This one, 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 and this one. Bleach Blonde Baby is the best song in the album because it's got the message, it's catchy, the beat is good, and it's hilarious. Whatever happened between now and her EP, she really honed her little accents and departures nicely. There's a song called Fuzzy about, it's just a love song and she wants to feel that warm fuzzy feeling. She wants to get fuzzy with somebody. That's all fun and games until she pronounces shit weird. The accent is inconsistent and it's only in this one song.
I need somebody to love me. Make me feel warm and fuzzy.
It's not even been saying it in the rest of the album and all your discography to this point. Forbid, that's a technique commonly used in music to make the chorus stand out and make it catchier. Fuck that! Commonly used technique my fucking
fucking ass. That's not how you say that. And then she says it correctly in the same song later.
Come on and kiss me and hug me and show me everything.
Why wouldn't you be saying hug me like you have been saying?
Also, Poppy's head voice is really beautiful. I did not expect this. Sounds really smooth and silky and bright when she gets up that high.
Pop is when you hear a song and cannot help but sing along. It's when you hate it but you still appreciate it.
Other than that, the delivery is just beautiful. Just flawless. It's cute, it's charming, it's pleasant. And as much as I hate the way this word feels coming out of my mouth, this delivery is truly adorable. And fuck all this hair. This is getting ridiculous. Poppy is kid-friendly. Very soft, gentle voice, never swears.
Now you're starting to get it. Let's sing it again. 1, 2, 3, oh, come on, let's go. Let's make a video. All you have to do is follow these steps.
That's on purpose. This is hyperbolizing the aspect of pop music where it's young, impressionable audiences that are listening to and being influenced by these pop stars. Of course, it's not toddlers listening, but that's the part where she's making fun of it and stretching it out to a Dora the Explorer level of communication.
Can someone will be fine on microphone? I'm late to the show, really need to go. Does anybody know?
You know the lyric on here that says, Poppy is your best friend? Well, it's true. For me and for people who hold a similar perspective to mine on pop music, she's basically fucking me, but from the inside. She's basically fucking me from the inside. We're on the same mission here, I think. Pop music needs a lot of satire and exposition right now. In Poppy, we see a disdain for music, but it's made clear that the foundation upon which that animosity is built is love. It's like spanking your child, or telling one of your close friends that he's being a douche lately. You would rather be the one that exacts the punishment because the consequences are in a controlled environment, as opposed to trying to be the good person in the short term and letting it grow to where somebody who actually truly hates pop music ends up being the one with the whip. I just kinda yelled bullshit at a camera, but Poppy is really artful with her criticism. Poppy's success does nothing but further cement the points she makes about pop stars through mockery. The hyper pop star. It's like Poppy is a gift directly from heaven, except I never would have ever had the nerve to pray for an artist like this. I would have felt too greedy. She's 23. Okay. Also, she was an extra on a Disney show in 2015.
Wow, that is some
Okay. Here's an old cover she performed.
Memories fade, like looking through a fart mirrors.
Okay. And a sus interview with some local radio station or something.
My brother also played the drums, so we had music kind of around. But I was a dancer first.
Alright.
That was like my first.
Here's her Sunday school picture. What? Alright, this is getting... And elementary school. What? Here's Poppy being sexy.
What? No! Stop it! You are fucking ruining this!
You are ruining this. Needless to say, Poppy's highest significance lies in her power of impact on the industry and people's perspective of it. I really wish there were more gut punches in here, like Bleach Blonde Baby. That was such a firm, crisp sock in the teeth, you know? I need this. They didn't pull the trigger here. Hopefully because they feel like she's not as famous as she needs to be to make the proper impact. My worst fear is that they let that bloodthirst fade away and Poppy becomes just another quirky pop star. But as of now, she remains the single most important and to protect artist of our generation, and I love this little album. With the viciousness of Poppy laying dormant in the project, the lesson we can learn tonight is this. All the elements I've highlighted hold hands and they work together to achieve the common goal that is Poppy. The themes are Poppy, the lyrics are Poppy, the features are Poppy, the sound is Poppy, the delivery is Poppy, you're Poppy, I'm Poppy. None of these parts are slacking off. They've talked to each other, they've communicated, they all know what they're in it for, and they're all doing their part to accomplish that. Even the tiniest intricacies in this project are integral in shaping Poppy. For example, in Fuzzy, which is just a standard pop love song that could have been written for anybody, that's the point of it. The concept of the song is, oh, I have money, oh, I have fame, but it doesn't buy love, and that's what I really want. So instead of starting out and saying, I've worked hard, my life is pretty great, it starts out and says, I've been a good girl, my life is pretty great. So every line has an infinite amount of possibilities and implications that you can make and hits that you can deliver that will serve as either the clay you'll need to build the character or the hands that shape it. It's a fucking gross analogy, but that's what I'm using. So if you take the time and effort to ensure that the elements of your music are in harmony with one another, you're likely to see that manifest itself in little things like this. And you heard it here first, it's all the little things that accumulate and make someone into a good artist. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please leave a comment and tell me what your thoughts are.